What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the GameFreak. Today we are going to take a look at the Duke Nukem remasters of 1 and 2, and we're going to compare them to the originals, and we're going to see if there's that much of a difference, and I'm going to let you know which one plays better. And if you don't have this cart, this is on the Evercade, you can this is the Duke Nukem Collection 1, and this has the remastered version of 1 and 2, and then it has Duke Nukem 3D, Total Meltdown. Not my style because I do not like first-person shooters, and I don't have the Collection 2 of Duke Nukem because, even though I believe that only has one first-person shooter on it, the other are third-person perspective. They're not side-scrollers like these, but they look like a pain in the ass to play, and I was like, I'm not going to even attempt it because it looks like a gigantic fucking headache. So I want to focus on the remasters, Duke Nukem 1 and 2. So let's look at a little bit of gameplay of both. First, I will start out with the originals. Let's check this out. Alright, so here is the original Duke Nukem. And I remember playing this. I believe this came out in like 1991. And one of my friends in the neighborhood had a computer. And not many people in my neighborhood had a computer, so this was really cool to see a game like this. It was absolutely awesome. At the time, I thought it was absolutely awesome. I was like, holy shit, man, I need a computer. Which, I never got until my later years. But thankfully, I got to play better versions of this in those later years, because looking back at this, yeah, it was fun, but man, the remaster was so much better. So let's take a look at that. I'm playing the remaster of this on the Freecade, so the camera angle isn't really giving this justice, but the colors, they pop out a lot more on this remaster, and the controls are everything. This controls so much better than the original. And it might just be me. I never liked the way computer games controlled, because at that time you didn't really have like the joysticks or not joysticks, but controllers that we have now. So those options kind of sucked. So this was so much better. I can't recommend this enough. I had a blast going back and playing this. Duke Nukem, the first one, as simplistic as it looks, it's a really fun, challenging game, and it's just a blast to play. And here we have Duke Nukem 2, and this is the original. I believe this came out in like 1993, but I remember when my buddy that had the computer got this game, he'd invite me to stay the night and everything. We sat up and played this game all night. This was so much better than the first Duke Nukem, because you had more options with your character. You could actually kneel and shoot and duck under bullets coming at you, and you could shoot upwards. So that was like a big thing, because you were kind of limited on that first Duke Nukem. Just pretty much you could shoot left and right. But this just was a whole new ball game. Absolutely awesome game. And let's take a look at what the remaster looks like, because this one looked pretty good for its time. So here we have the Evercade version, the remaster of Duke Nukem 2, also played on my Freecade. So again, you can't really tell how the colors pop out a lot more on this remaster, but really, it doesn't look that much better than the original, because the original did look pretty good. The thing that stood out on this remaster is the controls. This thing controlled amazing, and with bad controls, that can make a bad game. So the controlling on this game was spot on. It made it a lot of fun, and this one was a little more challenging than the first one. So if you've never played Duke Nukem 2, I highly recommend you check out the remastered version and play it that way first. Alright, so there you have it. So if you are a Duke Nukem fan and you're on the fence, and let's say you don't have this cart and you are an Evercade fan, but you're afraid, oh man, what if Evercade just fucked this up? It was already a good game and they remastered it. No, they didn't. The remastered versions of these games are absolutely awesome. This is one of the better carts on the Evercade, so I do highly recommend this cart. If you're into first-person shooters, then that's up to you. I'm not going to show you any part of that because the minute I start playing first-person shooters, I get instant migraines, so it's just not my thing. So that's totally up to you. I have seen gameplay of it. It looks the exact same, and I forget what system that was on. Maybe like Game Boy Advance or something. I'm not real sure. I couldn't tell you. I don't want to sound stupid and keep naming off different systems or consoles or whatever that it was on. So, but these two remasters, absolutely amazing. Well worth it. Just those two games alone makes this cart well worth it. So, I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out this channel a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. And until the next video, game on, everybody.